Good morning from day 67 of my 2024 AT journey. As you can see, I got the full pack back today. Jordan is no longer with me. He had to go home for all the responsibilities like work and our dogs. The great thing about slack packing is it's wonderful and you can move faster and do miles quicker, but the bad thing about slack packing is the moment you have to put your full pack back on and hike with it, because it really does feel 3 times as heavy as it did the last time you wore it. So I am dripping sweat this morning. I think it's humid and it's warm, and I'm going uphill and I am just drenched. It's just dripping down me everywhere and I'm getting all the spider webs. But last night was not a great night of sleeping. 2 other SOBOs actually did come into camp. One is a SOBO. The other is currently on his SOBO journey of his yo-yo. He went NOBO earlier this year from February until June time frame, and now he's heading back south. So he's currently SOBO. They've been hiking together since Monson, and they came in last night. They had ordered pizza from DoorDash, so there was pizza delivery to the campsite. But that was all fine and dandy. But then I went to sleep, and first of all, there was a mosquito in my tent that kept buzzing around my head, and I could not find it to kill it. Secondly, it was hot sleeping, so I'd wake up sweating. Thirdly, my sleeping pad either has a new hole and leak, or the previously repaired leak is now leaking again. So I had to reinflate my pad 3 times last night while I slept. So that's not fun. Tonight though, hopefully I have a bed at the Cookie Lady's house if I can pull off my 18-mile day today with the full pack. And then I'll have one more night sleeping, hopefully on a leaky sleeping pad, before I go into Great Barrington, where I can hopefully try to repair my pad again. But oh, and then Father Tom's campsite is great, don't get me wrong, but it is right in town, so you have a lot of traffic noise. And then you're right next to like a municipal building or something, like highway workers or road workers. So in the morning, there was all these like construction trucks that were driving back and forth right next to the campsite. So it was loud. So I did not sleep great. So cross your fingers for me that with this heavy pack and little sleep, I can still pull off 18 miles to the Cookie Lady's house and have a bed to sleep in, because it's also supposed to rain tonight, so a bed would be nice indoors. See you later. I wonder what these 2 are discussing. Alright, so let's talk about what's coming up for me. Thursday, today is Monday. So Thursday, I'll be getting to Great Barrington. And I have a hotel room there that I'm just gonna be in for like half a day. And overnight, of course. I'm not zeroing there or anything. But I want to go into town, and I'll be due for a real bed and a shower and resupply and all that. So Great Barrington seemed like a good spot for that. And then Friday, I go back out on trail. And Saturday, if all goes to plan, I should be finishing Massachusetts with Jordan. After that, I may or may not hike Sunday. I might just finish Massachusetts and get to the first road crossing that I'm able to on Saturday. Because at this point, I think I just want to go home and be done. And I know a lot of you are gonna be like, oh my gosh, but you're doing so good, and like you're doing so well, and everything seems so much better this time than the last time. Like, what do you mean you're done? And I don't mean that I'm done in the sense of like, I don't want to do this anymore, I hate it, I'm miserable, which, yeah, there are days where I'm miserable and I'm not having fun. But generally speaking, when I say I'm done, I think it's because I feel content and satisfied and accomplished with what I've done at this point. So, you know, I set out with the intention that like it would be cool to through hike in 2024, but like I knew realistically that probably wasn't what I wanted. And even so, whenever I would be talking to Jordan about, you know, my hike this year prior to me coming out, and even when I was out, I never really even saw myself getting through Vermont and getting to Massachusetts and these states. Getting through Vermont seemed unlikely to me, so the fact that I freaking did it, like, I feel extremely accomplished and satisfied and content with what I've done on this trail so far this year. That's not to say I won't go back out from time to time, like on a weekend or, you know, a week or something, just to do some more miles before I have to go back to work. But like, I'm done trying to force myself to be out here, because at this point, like, I feel accomplished and I don't really know why I'm staying out longer at this point. I am lonely. I miss Jordan. I miss the dogs. I miss being home. And I miss not having to walk every day. If any of you have ever done anything like this, you know it's not fun having to wake up and walk every day. And a lot of days you don't want to, but you have to. So, yeah. I may or may not hike into Connecticut a little bit further with Jordan on Saturday and Sunday, but I'm definitely going to finish Massachusetts and the far out map, unless something drastic changes this week. Jordan is amazing and is willing to come up and get me at any point this week, even midweek, if I just decide I'm done and I don't want to finish Mass, or if I want to push bigger miles to finish Mass quicker. Like, he's fine. He's like, you know, do it if that's what you want to do. I don't need to be there with you. He'd prefer to, obviously. But yeah, so I'll be going home on Sunday. And I'll be definitely going back out beginning of September with my friend Heather, because we've had that planned. TBD where, probably Virginia somewhere. But other than that, like, yeah, I feel good. I feel really good about what I've done this year, and calling myself a lasher, and finishing this trail by section hiking it. I've got well over half of the miles done of the trail right now in totality between 2022 and now. So, yeah, I'll just section hike the rest and I'm cool with that. Alright, so I am road walking into Dalton now. I think that's the town I'm going to. I've got a pretty long road walk into town and through town, but I'm gonna stop at Angelina's sub shop along the way and get some food. I'm pretty sure this is a house, and I'm kind of obsessed with the aesthetic of it. It's like a medieval castle. Anyway, I just had lunch at Angelina's sub shop. Had an Italian sub, a can of Coke, and a cookies and cream cookie. And now I am continuing my road walk in Dalton. And I got offered a ride back to Trail, but unfortunately I turned it down because like Trail was only 0.1 miles away, and that would have been silly. But yeah, I'll be passing by Lavardi's place pretty soon. It's this trail angel named Tom Lavardi, who is trail famous for being an amazing trail angel who lets hikers hang out in his yard, tent in his yard, charge up electronics and all sorts of stuff. So I'll probably just be passing by. I won't stop in. I gotta resume my watch. Shoot. I've got still about 9 or 10 miles left to go for the day to get to Cookie Lady's, and it's 12:30, so I don't want to dilly-dally too much. And especially after that lunch, I feel like I'm going to be moving a little bit slow. So I'll see you a little bit later. Hello. All right, so I'm 3 miles away from the road where Cookie Lady is at, and I'm just like dragging today. I don't know. I have just like no energy and motivation to hike whatsoever. And ever since I made the decision that I was going to be done in a few days, I have mentally checked out of this hike. And that's definitely not helping my motivation today, especially on this big day. I'm going to be over 18 miles, like 3,600 feet climbing, and I am mentally checked out. I don't even know that I'm going to finish Massachusetts anymore. I don't think I even really want to. I just want to be done. And I haven't changed my tune that I'm not like happy with what I've done. I'm still really freaking happy. I'm proud of myself and feel good about what I did. I just don't want to keep doing this anymore at this moment in time. And what's a state line but some arbitrary point? So I'm gonna get off trail tomorrow, staying at the Cookie Ladies tonight. Then I think my plan is to hike 9 miles to the Jacob's Ladder trailhead near the Mass Turnpike and get a shuttle into either Lee or Great Barrington and stay in a hotel tomorrow night. And Jordan is gonna leave the house super early Wednesday morning to come and pick me up, and I'm just super thankful to have him and that he's so supportive of me and like is willing to get up at 4 a.m. and drive to come get me. like at the drop of a hat whenever I say I'm done. But it's really hard to keep pushing forward when you're doing something this like fatiguing and like challenging mentally and physically. Once you've decided that you're gonna be done in a couple days, like it makes you wonder like, oh, what the heck, why am I doing it these next few days even? Like, why can't I just be done now? Like, the reasons why I want to be done are valid and applicable right now, right this minute. So why do more? So that's the deal. Tomorrow's gonna be my last vlog from trail for a little bit. Like I said before, I think I said it before, I'll probably still go out from time to time for a weekend hike, maybe a week at a time, before I go back to work, because I'm probably going to take a little bit of time before I start that process back up, just to make sure that I get done everything that I want to get done and have the break from the real world and all of that for the length that I want to be on a real world break. But I'll definitely probably be going back to work sooner than I was planning on it if I hiked the whole trail. So I will get that ball rolling soonish, but I'm definitely going out in Virginia the first week of September with Heather, so I'll vlog that at the very least, and anything else that I might do. Maybe I'll go out and try to finish New Jersey, because I only have a few short sections of Jersey left to do, 2 or 3 days, so that's an easy win. But yeah, I'll see you when I get to the Cookie Ladies. Bye. On our way to the Cookie Lady's house, trying to outrun that storm that's coming. Alright, so there's the Cookie Lady's house. I just sat and had my hibiscus lemonade that she makes, which was delicious, and chatted with her a while. Helped her bring in onions that she pulled today before the rain hit. And this is the hangar where she's got beds set up, and I'm gonna get first dibs. There's no one here at the moment. So, alright, so this is the hangar. You put your shoes here. It's a little dark because it's just like little lamps and string lights and stuff. There's a drying rack, a little like living room hangout spot. And then there's all these office cubicles that have made up bedrooms. So I picked this one. Just a twin bed. There's a little egg crate memory foam thing on top. And you use your sleeping bag. There's a lamp, outlets to charge your stuff. And you put your food inside this locker. But yeah, there's all these little cubicle bedrooms.